Hi, welcome back to A Year of Mindfulness. So I wanted to help everyone get a jump start on their health, and so I created 2 downloads that I want everyone to download. The first one is called A Year of Mindfulness, and every day I want you to take a look at it and try to go through the questions. So I want you to go to my website, www.mypathtopeacehealthandhappiness.com, download the website. It's called a mindfulness meter, and I want you to take a screenshot and then set your alarm clock for 3 to 5 times a day, and particularly around meal times and your greatest snack time temptation, and so you can read it. The first question is, am I physically hungry? And so I want you to think about if you're hungry or not. The next question is, am I feeding an emotion, habit, boredom, or stress? So I recurrently ask my patients that are smoking and trying to quit, I always tell them, most people smoke for 4 reasons. So number 1, they smoke because they love it. Number 2, they smoke because they're bored. Number 3, they smoke out of habit. And number 4, they smoke because they're really trying to help with a stressful event and they're trying to calm themselves down. And I think that people who emotionally eat for the similar reasons. A lot of us eat because we're bored, we eat because we're stressed out, or we just eat because it's what we do at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We grab a snack out of habit. And so I'm wanting to help break people of any habits. And one of my coworkers many years ago shared a quote that stuck with me, and she said, Kim, when people want to quit smoking, they have to be willing to make themselves uncomfortable. And I think about that a lot when it comes to changing any sort of habit. If you're really wanting to change, you have to be willing to make yourself uncomfortable. And so think about it as you're trying to look at these habits that you're trying to change. Is it just a habit? Is it boredom? Is it stress? What is it that's causing you to eat when you're not hungry? So evaluate that, and then ask how mindful you ate. Like, did you pay attention? Did you actually enjoy that cookie, or did you gobble it down before you even realized you ate it? Fullness level, like are you getting too full? Are you just right? Are you still hungry because you're only surviving on an 800 calorie diet and so you're still starving? So look at these things, and did you enjoy it? And I want us to really enjoy the food that we eat. If we really love cookies, then eat the cookie and enjoy it versus scarfing it down so fast that you didn't even get an opportunity to enjoy it. Or if you're eating something, you're like, these chips are stale, why am I eating them? I don't even like them. And then maybe it might help you to minimize chances that when you eat when you maybe don't want to. And then pay attention to how you feel after you eat the food. How did I eat it? How did eating that food make me feel? Happy, lethargic, sick, or energized? And then just think about, at the end of the day, your mindfulness progress meter. So did you rock this day, or are you needing some work? So think about that handout and just work on building a habit. And so this week, we're just working on mindfulness. We're working on building a habit, and we're working on making changes. The next handout, I have it your weekly change report, but you don't have to necessarily do this weekly. You could do it monthly, or you could do it every couple weeks, or whenever you master the habit that you set out to change. So the number one thing that I want people to look at first is, what is your why? So find a why that you can change with. So I used to want to lose weight just to look good, but that wasn't a good enough reason. I never could accomplish any goals by just wanting to look good. But when I really studied and learned about nutrition, I really wanted to change and be healthier because I want to live to be an 80-year-old grandma. I want to enjoy my boys as long as I can, and so I made a conscious effort to live as healthy as I can be so I can enjoy my family for as long as I can. So that really made me be able to make changes that I wasn't able to just so I could look good. So look at your why, and is there a change that really is there something that could really drive you to change? The other thing, look at your readiness scale. Like, this is adapted from a similar VA form, but I listen to patients and I ask them, when I ask them about quitting smoking, I say, are you ready to quit smoking? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not ready to quit, but I'm just thinking that I might want to. So and it's the same thing with weight loss. Like, are you ready to make a change, or are you just kind of thinking? So if you're in the thinking about it stage, you may not be ready to change your diet. You may not be ready to do a lot of things, but maybe you could start with something very small, like something that would be at a 4 or 5 that you could totally change. Like, I can think more about my food and the choices that I make. And so you can work on making that change. The next thing, when you make a change, you want it to be something that you can really do. So let's say you're ready for a change and you're saying, I'm going to exercise for an hour a day, and then right now you're not exercising at all. Well, an hour a day might not be feasible, and you may only be at a level 2 or 3 that you can really commit to that goal. So I want you to focus on making a goal that you can really do. So if you say, you know what, I'm not exercising at all right now, but I know I could do at least 10 minutes a day, then that would be your goal, because you're at a 5 thinking that you can really accomplish that goal. And the other thing I want you to focus on is making your goals measurable. So when you make a goal, do not try to just lose 2 pounds a week, because that's not measurable. I mean, yes, you can measure 2 pounds, but how do you do it? So we need your how to lose weight. And so thinking, I can add 1 extra vegetable to my dinner and my lunch tray, or I can go for a walk for 10 minutes a day, or I can cut out midnight snacking, or I can cut out, early morning snacking. So come up with a specific goal that you can target, and then be confident that you can achieve that goal, and then watch your week and see how it happens, and say what gets in your way. So if you plan a goal to walk for 10 minutes a day, and then you look at the weather and you notice it's going to be raining 3 out of 7 days that week, then maybe you need to come up with where else am I going to walk? Can I go to the gym and walk on the treadmill? Do I have a treadmill at my house? Or can I pop in a yoga video instead, or a workout video, or trying to find an alternative? And then also pay attention to how your week goes. If you have a goal to not snack, and then at 3 o'clock you have an argument with somebody and you're very stressed and you really have to have a snack, well, then just accept that I had a snack because I was stressed out, but what could I do in the future? Is there something you could do differently to counteract your goal? Can I call a friend when I'm stressed instead of eating when I'm stressed? Can I go for a walk, or find something to do differently? So I noticed that I used to snack every afternoon around 3 o'clock. I would always want to go get something to snack, or just take a break. And when I thought about why am I snacking when I know I'm not hungry, I really came to the conclusion that I was a little burned out. I was just seeing patient after patient, and I didn't get a break for 2-3 hours, and I just wanted a break. And so it wasn't the food that I was really needing. My real need was that I needed a break. So I could have taken a break and check my phone for a few minutes. I could get up and stretch. I could go for a walk, take a few deep breaths, just do something other than eat to fill my emotional need of just needing a break. So that's the Year of Mindfulness weekly tip this week, is just looking at those handouts and trying to pick a goal for this week. And so this week, just focus on being mindful. We're going to be practicing this over and over again, and just seeing how good we can get at just focusing on being mindful, and go from there. So good luck. I hope that you have success, and have a great, happy New Year.